Jake out in the open, not where you want to be as McCree, but he is getting support from his team. The Coalescence is there. Already the Noon, can't miss that one, and Muma gonna find the kill, but it's traded. Tanks are dropping. Surefour going to town, and it will be the Los Angeles Gladiators to pick up the first control. Good positioning on his part, though. We'll see him through the fight. Decay dancing on the edge. Sound barrier used, as well as the whole hog on the side of the Houston Outlaws. And Decay right now, he's hunting. Can he find an angle here with the pulse?
This one should be just about over. You don't want to commit anything more to this than you have to already. Houston's able to take this one back.
You know, Big Goose chiming in. So the first kill to go through. Decay rolling out of harm's way. Surefour's there as well. The damage right now, the pressure. The Houston Outlaws just can't handle it. The Bionade making that difficult, and now we're gonna get a boosted hole, and there it is, high noon. One kill goes in, Muma out as well. 2-man advantage for the Gladiators, and it's just a wipe. The Houston Outlaws, man, they're getting the horns ripped off them, and this will be the Gladiators taking the lead in the series. And the Los Angeles Gladiators maybe getting a little ahead of themselves here. They need to find a counter kill quickly. Apply some pressure to Boink or the back line, because otherwise they're going to get overwhelmed here.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of trouble, have to bail out to try to get a pack. They will take the percentage that they have and probably give up the ghost here on the point. And now Dante's sitting with that Blizzard as well. Really good for the next fight going in. They haven't taken it yet, though. It does seem like the Gladiators are going to scout this out. Big EMP gets 4.
Big EMP, yeah, 4. Silence and Raucous. The focus fire is too good. Houston Outlaws get wiped out immediately, and Surefour, there's there. Big Goose did commit the barrier to it, but the damage is still there for the Gladiators, and Big Goose barely survives it, so we will have the Los Angeles Gladiators flipping it back.
I'm taking the objective.
Jake has got a pin, nowhere to go. A dragon as an answer, and then a hack as well. So even gets a kill with the Decay. 2. Both of the tanks down for the Houston Outlaws. Did get the counter Blizzard out, but it's just too much damage.
Yeah, it's a late Blizzard. It gets a couple, but the damage had already been dealt there. Houston will lose this fight.
And Surefour and Big Goose get picked immediately. The Houston Outlaws, they're right on the edge now. Keep it together. All you have to do is whittle down the Los Angeles Gladiators. The Gladiators have no other options. They have to win this fight right here and now. And they only get the kill on Moma before the point goes the way of the Houston Outlaws. Tied up 1-1, Hex.
So it's great. Zones them out. You might as well use it. Pop it in there. And now Houston at 50% and counting up.
Oh, Maywall plus the Blizzard thrown in. Hydration surviving for now, but the focus fire, the shield timing. They gotta hunt him, yep. Gonna get rid of him eventually. Two kills there for the Houston Outlaws. Decay barely gets out of harm's way. Surefour just, hanging out on the rooftops. Oh, this is painful because now we've lost Decay as well here for the Gladiators. The Houston Outlaws, they lost Muma, but fair enough, they're still winning out. Shaz and Hydration, though, coming in with big kills of their own. Could turn it around. The Bongos making the difference here for the Los Angeles Gladiators. And now you've got the flip. Shaz at the trance just to guarantee it. We're at 99% on the board here for Houston Outlaws. And now Jake gets to pop in. Kills coming through. The backline dead for the Gladiators. A single dragon going in. That's Raucous out of the fight. But this is the Houston Outlaws taking the fight, taking control right back.
It was a desperation transcendence, and Houston played really well around it. They backed up. Then they reset their footing on the point. Muma drops Supercharger. They're able to take it right back.
Void getting frozen and some good pressure here. Houston Outlaws weathering the storm so far. Halt's in. Looks like the hook. Jake point blank up with the Shaddies. And it's going to be 2-3 kills here for the Houston Outlaws, and a great offense so far to kick things off. There isn't a whole lot you can hope to do here if you're the Goose, apart from go back to spawn and reflect on the meaning of life. That's annoying, but they will be able to shift things up here, Houston. They've got so many ults to work with. So there's the sound barrier by Boink. Just looking to initiate. Jake being selective with his target focus. Blossom is going to come through now, but the D-Matrix is up. Instant deletion of the Discus, but they are still doing a great job of weathering the storm here, Los Angeles Gladiators. They take down Decay.
Got a touch. It's getting really, really close right now. There's been a couple kills, but off of the point.
But Roar and Big Goose.
I know. EMP comes up, gets the main tanks, and they clean it up.
Yeah, Uma goes down. Rest of them are still in this. Nope, never mind. Whole lot of pressure. There's the Blizzard going down, though. Shaz able to get around the corner, though, so he will survive. But this is certainly the Gladiators picking up the first point on Hanamura. So, took a little bit, looked a little dicey, but they got the job done in the end. Uma's still hanging up here. He's got the barrier just in time, trying to keep him up. Raucus somehow goes down, and there we go. This is now starting to reach critical mass for the Gladiators. Muma pulled out into the open, not going to be able to get much more out of this, and now you're just going to have exactly the delay tactics coming out now from the Houston Outlaws. Gladiators, though, looks like they are going to get the job done here. Just have to keep their cool.
They're getting it done now. The Dragon can come in and lock one of these doors. It's going to go left side. Jorkor gives his life for it. Regardless, though, even if the Gladiators pull this off, their time bank is really, really not good.
It's much lower than the Houston Outlaws, but right now the Outlaws,
they're going to get deflected.
Unbelievable.
With it.
Cage people perhaps to give
he's
some
trying
charge.
to get him up there. This is where they want. This is the entire plan of this comp.
All right, now we're up onto the high ground. Now you've got the window to go through as well. Muma going to leap up there and try and knock him out of position. Not going to happen. He is going to get focused down instantly. Now the tank is in play. You got Decay on high, just trying to find targets. There it is. 3 of them. Rapid succession, looking for the 4th. Rock is going to get picked by Goose, and this is now going to be the Gladiators. This is what you're talking about. Has to be clean, has to be quick and concise. Exactly what the Gladiators wanted, and Decay is just going to mow them down. But Void is in, and Decay looking for it, not going to find the pulse. Roar does manage to go ahead and start off the party, though. That's Raucus going down. We're trading back and forth. The back line is dead for the Outlaws, but we've lost the damage dealers for the Gladiators, and the tank's going down next. Falling apart here for the Gladiators. The May Blizzard just forcing him into a corner. Shaz has got nowhere to go, and that is where the push will end.
Let's see what Houston wants to roll in here. They all get antied, a huge anti!
Oh, that's so brutal. Nowhere to go at that point. Surefoot just collecting kills. This could be it now for the Houston Outlaws. Void goes down immediately. Decay hanging on by a thread, manages to dodge it. He stays alive. Now we're going to get the support ults into play. Decay doesn't really get the value from the blade. He's looking for a target, and he gets booped away. Boink survives him. And the Houston Outlaws keeping it together here. Decay doing the best he can, trying to hope he's trying to turn it around here for his team, but there's only so much a man can do. And the sound barrier is out as well for the Houston Outlaws. This is where they tip the tide in their favor. Roar gonna go down next, and now one after the other, the Gladiators will fall, and it will be the Houston Outlaws. You called it, Hex! The Houston Outlaws going up 2-0 versus the Los Angeles Gladiators.
Dante did such a good job there of denying healing.
Are up close with those shotguns, he can really ruin your day. Lifesteal as well, and he is just hanging in here, just putting so much pressure onto the Gladiators, a lot of damage, and also the shields not going to last as long with him just cranking out. 2 quick kills coming in here for the Houston Outlaws. Surefoot and Decay out of the fight already. Coalescence used by Big Goose, but it's too little too late.
They simply forced positioning there. You saw that the Gladiators were scrambling on defense. The wall comes up, and then the Diva tries to rotate back around, but they're just in a bad spot.
Now you're gonna have Decay out here with the Dragon Blade, looking for targets. I mean, Boink had used the sound barrier, so that's gonna be it, but Big Goose is out of the fight already. Self-destruct does pick off Boink, but might not be enough here for the Gladiators to work with. Houston Outlaws are hanging in there.
It's definitely not enough. Then now the tank is isolated. A couple of the supports are already failing out right now.
All right, there we go. The push comes through. Now it's time to go for it. Lynx are too focused on the kill. That's going to be 1. Looking for a second. Not going to find it, but still damage is done. Lynx are out of the fight early. Jake next. Damage dealers are gone here for Houston Outlaws, but with the bongos, they still have to worry about the tanks. The tanks can still ruin your day.
really
Not going to be enough, though.
Really well played by Roar there. I think he's finally starting to understand, and it's going to be an adjustment period for these main tanks.
Sure for though. Oh, looking for it. Put a little bit of pressure on the Boig. And there's the coalescence from Rock. Decides now's the time to get the party going. Decay, they're going to be able to remove Muma's head. Immediately gets the D-Mech as well on Spree. So the front line is gone here for the Houston Outlaws. The back line are the ones who need to survive and do a little bit of work, but they've got no other options. They have to get in here and win it, and it's just not going to happen. Jake with a kill on Shaz, but that's as good as it gets. You can only really stay behind that shield. He needs Surefour here to get some damage in. Graves in space. Dragon point blank. Takes out the Lantern. And there's Links are going down as well for the Houston Outlaws. So first kill drawn up here for the Gladiators. Real opportunity. And Decay looking to turn it around. The double. Boig and Rock is dead.
They played around the very first death of Decay so well. They just sat in there and kept poking, knowing that Decay has these movement abilities and he's going to get back in.
Doesn't have to go that much further here, Hex. That's the thing. They're nearly right on top of it as far as the Gladiators are concerned. If they can get one good fight, this is going to be it. They will be picking up the first map for themselves in this series. 2 quick kills come through. Boink and Jake out of it.
That's like all their healing right now. Raucus also falls very, very low, and that's it. No more healing on the side of the Outlaws.
They're done. They're gone. There's the Dragon thrown in. Insult to injury. Nothing here left for the Outlaws to contest with. They're trying to run back, but it's not going to be fast enough. And the Los Angeles Gladiators will get a map on the board.
Be careful what you wish for is the summation of that lesson.
Wow, Surefour right now is just the one finding all the kills. 2 of them there. Decay chimes in as well. Surefour finally goes down, but the damage is dealt to the defense. Houston Outlaws getting sent back to spawn, and it's the Los Angeles Gladiators powering through here. Yep, 3 of them, soon to be 4. Ooh, that's a headshot, and that's a lot of damage. And yeah, there's no way Muma's surviving that one, not after taking an arrow to the face. Raucus and Muma out of it. The Houston Outlaws just getting plowed right now. They are not even on defense. Los Angeles Gladiators, this is murderous.
That's really, really good peel to allow that resurrection to happen.
Oh, buddy. Well, there you go. The hack and slash from Decay. 3 for him. They're going to get it. EMP over the top. Surefour is there to take down Jake, and they are still fighting on this point. Roar goes down, so they're down a man here for the Gladiators. And never mind. Ruined. Houston Outlaws fight back.
He's taking a really odd angle here. Good spacing from his tank play. Get Raucus.
Yeah, but you're also losing your team as well. You're losing Big Goose. You've lost Void. Decay goes down. Shaz as well. So you try to make the play happen there, and it was well thought out, but the Houston Outlaws, they pounce. They remove the Gladiators from the map, and now we're down to 9 seconds on the map here for the Gladiators. Keep your mind, keep your focus on the payload, though. It's not about the kills. It's about stopping that payload and getting the contest. Muma over the top with the smash. Manages to just disrupt things a little bit, but the Gladiators are doing a good job of not getting flustered. They're keeping it together. Decay on the Tracer looking for a flank, and they're still in this. Dragon over the top, right through the point. Muma takes down Void. There it is. Looks like the Houston Outlaws will stabilize, and they stop it. And well, there it is. 2 kills coming through here for the Houston Outlaws. Thanks to the invulnerability, they are going to survive it. No worries there. And well, this is going to be the Houston Outlaws picking up a first point fairly quickly.
Everyone's staying alive, and look at it again. Another huge IF from Boink.
Them guys are positioning here on the side of the Gladiators, though. And now it's Decay. Oh, snuffed by Jake. You wanted to get some value out of that blade? I don't think so. This is going the way of the Houston Outlaws again. Shaz in the open, gone. Void hoping to delay just a little bit. This is just time getting burned off the clock. It's not a whole lot. And the Houston Outlaws, 2 points for them. 4 minutes on the clock. get out here, though. Shield is up, and man, it's just relentless. It's so much pressure. Decay just not missing a shot. You run out in the open, and you're dead. And they've got to win this fight clean. They have to start getting some progress on this payload if you're the Houston Outlaws. The Goose has been plucked. Self-destruct over the top for a triple. They already get the D-Mech on Void. Void gonna be sent back to spawn. Surefour has killed himself somehow. That's not gonna help things. And there it is. 3 quick, big plays here. The Olim's coming in hot and quick for the Houston Outlaws. And the Houston Outlaws, they might get it done. They're gonna sneak it versus the Gladiators. Houston Outlaws. Huge win. Jake can't even believe it. Well, let's take a look at our owned by HP player of the match, and it's going to be Dante. I guess they got wise to us Hex earlier. You know, they interviewed Jake, but they still gave the MVP to Dante. So congratulations, Dante. Definitely performed on that Somber. He got 3 maps, and on all 3 maps, he did solid work.
Yeah, Dante has brought opposing support lines into the inferno of his own making. He's been back there the entire game. He's getting individual kills. Like, if you're in the back and you're getting individual kills, you're just winning fights alone. And that's before EMP even comes in, but I think he puts so much pressure on Roar especially. Like, Roar was having to move too far forward because he was afraid of the backline and he was dying alone. The supports were dying alone to Dante. He just did so much work as this solo.